What up to the people? I'm just sitting here. I'm always contemplating, like I be saying, but it's more like my purpose is to deliver the message of you can have peace and you are able to allow or not allow people to mess with it. If you let people mess with it, it cannot, you can't blame them. We gotta start making choices of I allowed this person into my life. This person didn't just fall in my lap. This person didn't just start following me. This situation didn't start following me until I did blank. These types of people did not start being attracted to me until I did blank. It's till I started thinking blank. Like it has to be a sense of you know who you are. You know what you're gonna tolerate. Or else things wouldn't happen the way that they do. And of course life is experience. There's nothing wrong or right about it. Wrong or right is what you make it to be. If you have a good sense of wrong and right, what you know that what you say yes or no to is going to be within the best interest. And if it's not in the best interest of someone else, at least it is to you, you know? If something this man if something is altered because of someone else's feelings, you have the chance to converse about that. You have the chance to talk about that. And if there is no solutions or there is not willingness, I guess, to be a solution, then there is no need for the connection. There's billions of people out here, and not everybody is gonna be on your page. Not everybody's gonna fuck with you. And it's up to you to be loyal to the ones that do fuck with you. Cause the ones that aren't loyal to you, they don't matter. It's just like those that mind don't matter. Those that don't mind matter the most. And it's just moving like that. There are so many distractions in the world. Like the new revolution is getting to a point where it's freedoms taken away from you. Actual freedoms. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they start charging for air. I heard that one time, but seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if they start charging to breathe in this motherfucker. Like for real. But it's like this revolution that's gonna take place is it has to be self. It has to be individual. It has to be understood that you have to change yourself first before you can start trying to see and pinpoint other people. Because when you start looking and trying to pinpoint what's wrong with other people, there are things that you have that are not fulfilled within yourself. It's not about the others. Because in my mind, we all one. You feel me? If you change yourself enough and you start acting as if, you start being as if, it's going to make a ripple effect. It's going to change people. Like, you never know who you come across on a day-to-day. This person might know somebody, this person might know somebody, this person might know somebody, and you come across a lot of people every single day. Whether they looking and trying to think about what you thinking about, or whether they looking to see who you are, or whether, whatever the case is. But this society is getting to where you have to do everything for yourself first in order to even completely look at a person as their whole self. Because then you start trying to look at people as in, oh yeah, I think you could go far in the world. Of course they can go far in the world, but if they don't believe that, they won't. And they will, people like that will try and feed off of you. The more you feed them and it's not feeding them, the more, because it's the ego. The ego is never fucking full. It's never gonna be full if you operate out of that. The soul is always full. When you operate out of that, you don't see the glass half empty. You see it half full. You see everything in a different way. You see it as all fulfilling. And there are people that want to attack and that want what you have for themselves when they don't want to actually sit there and think about what they really want for themselves. And that's the question. It starts there. It starts with, what do I want? What do I feel like is good in the world? You feel me? And most of us have a one mindset on what it is, and that's peace. It's being able to have connections with people that are on the same page, that we all understand each other, and we flowing in a way that's just too powerful for people to come against. Like, it's just there. Like I said, there are some people that don't want that. And if you are a person that does want that, you have to be in that. It's not seeking nothing. You just have to be in it. You have to want to be in it. You have to desire to be in it. You have to, have the hunger to be in it. It's a bliss. And get into who you are is priceless. It's priceless. That's why there's so many things that distract you from it. It's priceless. There's nothing of creation that you can put a price on. Material creation, of course, but beingness, come on, man, it's priceless. The way somebody is, like, I was just listening. Somebody said that, in a repressed adult, there is a fucking child screaming. Like, the child that just, is filled with excitement, is filled with fun, is filled with, I want to do this, I want to do that, like a fucking scavenger. You feel me? In a good way. Scavenger is kind of a crazy word, but like, you gotta hone in on who connect with who you are, and naturally things will happen for you. Naturally, things that connect with that will do that, because energy is important. I don't care what it looks like on this world, energy is always flowing. Energy is always here. And that's why I attract the things that I do. I attract peaceful situations. I attract those things because I sit here and meditate on it. I sit here and peace myself. If anything has happened in my life, I sit there and I allow myself to digest it. I don't sweep it under the rug no more. It's not for that. Cause you don't want to deal with it, and I do. I want to deal with it so I could grow from it. And so when it happens next time, it's not a continuous cycle. It's a growth spiral. It's crucial. But in real life, imagination, motherfucking, like, feeling real shit is just it might dissipate. It might not be. It's not now. Like, a lot of people, some people do be in nature. I can't even cap. Like, I ain't gonna focus too much on what's not happening. But it's like, are we gonna get to a point where we understand that we need each other? Like, we gotta play defense. We feel like we have to play defense so much that we lose our offensive edge. When we do play on offense, we so much worried about who's gonna fucking steal the ball, who's gonna fucking block the shit, who's gonna fucking start guarding you. And like, if you got the handles still, like, you always had the handles, you always had the shot, the shit was always pure. But if you are in a mindset where it's like, if you're in a shaky mindset, it's not gonna happen the way you want it to. It's not gonna come out like that. Shit in life don't come out the way you want it to, but you could get it as close to it as you really want to make it in this physical manifestation. Like, you could do it. You could make it to where it's just, just by that much. You feel me? Calculated risk. That's what it's about. You make your calculated risk and you continue with life, bruh. Like, get it as close to there is no risk as possible. I'm off.